Hello and welcome to another week of Sambo iRacing. We're back in the Formula V, running from the back as I try and run from the back in a different car, or at least give you a semi-interesting race every single week. You'll see my I ratings down at 4.5k because it's not been plain sailing trying this week. Whilst I've got the pace, not everyone's got the awareness. I've fallen victim there, Fred Zanowski as well this week, which if any of you race the V regularly and you've got any pace, you've probably come across him or been run into him. Let's see what we can do here. Got some decent pacey people up ahead. It's only 1.9k soft. The races every half hour seems to have diluted the V somewhat, which is probably what they wanted it to do. See if I can catch up to these people up ahead and see if we can't have a race. We'll be posting in the next day or two. I had my first ever go in the Legends just before, without any practice. That was good fun. If you think the V is slippy, you want to try the Legends on the road. Great fun. See if I can catch these guys. So yeah, so we've gone from the back to 5th. Trying not to self-spin here. If you notice that I'm going down to 2nd in some of these corners where I didn't on my lap. 2nd is faster in some of the corners, depending on how much you've sort of slowed down coming into it. But 2nd, for beginners or people trying to get right up to the top, it's a pretty dangerous gear, so try and avoid it where possible. This one's always going to be a 2nd gear, though. Well, yeah, and this is easily done. So I dropped it down to 2nd gear, and then you probably just saw I then missed 3rd on the way back up. So I'm now going to get re-overtaken by Martin here. But that's fine. I never fight it too hard. In the V, as soon as you start fighting like this, if you're trying to make up places, what you're going to do is slow yourself down. Just giving him plenty of room, making sure that I'm not right on his gearbox in case he has a little spin here, which he does not. Lots of people do. And basically, we're on lap 2. It's going to be 6 laps. The leaders are, what, just over 2 seconds ahead of me. Let's see if Martin doesn't want me to go down the inside, so I'll go around the outside and maybe cut back. Yep, that'll do. It's my favourite overtaking spot in the V around here, I think. We've got this, not this right-hander, but the next one coming in. Oh Jesus. Or any deity, or son of a deity. Yeah. This one is also favourite of mine. A slippy little corner. I think I've actually hit the apex on that previous one, yeah. Okay, that's alright. So, brought these guys back into draft range. That's 1.2 seconds in the V. That's the magic number. Ooh. You slippy little sausage. And what time's everyone putting in this week? I managed to do a 2:02.9 when I was qualifying earlier on in the week. I think that's about my limit. I think my guide was a 2:02.8. I've had a few of those in the race when I've had no one in front of me. I think Sean McQuillan's gone around the fastest so far in a 2:02.3. He is a rapid pace in the V. As you saw before, he's not leading the championship though. Still a lot of weeks to go. Right, got myself up to these guys. Have a look at Mika. See if I can look to do the switch back into turn 6 again. You just feint slightly to the inside here. Get them blocking the inside. That's fine. And go nice and wide. Wait for them to go wide on entry. And nip in. Very good. Oh wow, look, I found the apex. Crowd goes wild. So we're at the halfway stage. 2 more to go. Yeah, it seems that's the corner that I seem to have a delta pace on other people. Turn 11. First of those 2 left-handers. It's important when you're racing. I don't know if I... Oh, hello. I've got to slow down for avoiding Kieran there. That's a nuisance. Yeah, it's important when... I've still got this slow. It's still saying 0.3 seconds. Still saying 0.1 seconds. And finally cleared it. Such a pain in the backside. Alright, we've got 2 laps to go. After this one. Yeah, when you're following people, it's important to see where... Oh, hello. It's important to see what you're doing. It's important to see where you're going faster than they are and where they're faster than you, and sort of really try and make use of that. Because there will be some sort of natural variation. Some corners might suit your eye line better or suit other people's. So like this corner, so he's a fair way ahead of me, 0.7 going in and coming out of it. Look at that 0.3. So yeah, it's turn 6 that we've just gone through, and turn 11 where I seem to be quicker than some of these guys. He is in a Red Bull livery. That's usually dangerous. But looking at his name, Morn Human, it looks very South African to me. Country very dear to my heart. Married one. Beautiful South African. I'll have to take my word for it there. Still there. What's it? Oh, he's just slipped off the apex a little bit, and there's me missing a gear. See if I can cut back on the inside of him here. I can, but now I've got the outside. Coming into 13, it's always a bit tricky, this one, because if they slide out from the apex, you're doomed. Right, the thing is now, I'm 100% going to get past on the straight. So he's 0.3 at the start. It's such a super long straight. The draft is so strong in these. So this is where generally you'll get a lot of people doing weaving and trying to make it difficult. If you've got pace, you don't need to mess around doing any of that silly stuff. Just keep to the inside. Don't hit the sausage curb here on the inside here. Ooh, close. Put down to second, so I've got some drive out of here. He's now going to have my inside for 4. I don't think I'll be able to get him at the inside of 6 again now. More concerned about keeping Mika behind me, actually. Right, let's see if I can get him into 9 again. So I guarantee that I'm even going to finish in the top 2 here. Okay, get decent exit out of that. Right, let's see if I can pass him into here. Get it slowed down. Keep it on the inside. See if I can actually use these corners to pull away now. can get a little bit of a gap, so I'm not immediately overtaken again on the straight. We've got one left to go. Keep those minimum speeds up. Yeah, I mean, the pace we're going around at the minute isn't particularly fast. Let's see if I can put a burner in for my last lap, see if we can get in the 202s. And keep these boys behind. So this time, Morn is 0.8 behind. So that'll probably close up to 0.5 or something like that by the time we get to the end of the straight. But I should be able to see if I can break the draft a little bit. Yeah, I should be able to stay ahead now, as long as I don't mess any of these up. So, little lift on the brakes, trail it off, down to second. Beautiful. That's the fastest lap of the race so far. Into my little delta. I also been driving some of the F4 this week at Red Bull Ring. That's been quite good fun. I don't really drive F4s. I don't think I've been in the car for over a year. Managed a second place out of 21. Little old mate. It was good fun. I just find those cars are a little bit deathy. Especially at turn 1. Oh, I'm nailing this lap. Oh, Delta's still putting me on for 202.8. See if I can finish it off. Caught that in second gear nicely. Kieran's already congratulating me. Don't mess this last corner up. And there we go, yeah. Let's see if I can get the 202. Yeah, 202.833. So I can do them. Right, guys. I'll see you in a different car next week. Actually, I might see you a couple of times in the next week. I've been Sambo iRacing, and I'll see you guys in the week. Cheers.